Hey, you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday, you guys. I'm going to be giving you a lot of do's and don'ts in this video when it comes to manifesting your person, manifesting more money, manifesting all the jackpot wins that you guys see me doing. I'm gonna tell you like do's and don'ts and actual tips. For example, I get this question asked every time. Should I be visualizing the end? I will answer that. I will tell you when you should, how you should, when you shouldn't. So stay tuned for this video, you guys. Also, get your drinks, get your snacks. I feel like I always forget that. Get your drinks, get your snacks, coffee, latte, matcha, whatever. Let's cheers to a good weekend, you guys. I have plans for this weekend, but I'm not going to say anything yet. I actually want to show you what amazing things happen for me this weekend. So I will show you maybe in upcoming shorts and community posts. But speaking of that, you guys, let's get our Friday video started. So as you know, if you ever need one-on-one coaching with me, or if you ever need my courses that are guided and they help you and they give you homework every day to level up on your self-concept, money mindset, get your SP, get rid of third party, it's going to be all in the links down below. If you need help accessing any of those, just comment down below or email us and we will help you. Now, I want to answer some manifestation questions that I get asked every day, multiple times a day. One of them being, and I'm going to actually share a success story from one of my clients from yesterday. It's about money. So stay tuned for that too. But one of questions I get asked a lot, I can't even speak, is, do I need to visualize the end scene? Now, one thing I want to disclaimer, all right? There are so many different techniques. If you've been watching manifestation content, if you've been in the manifestation community for a while, you hear about maybe a new technique every day, right? Whether it's affirming, whether it's visualizing the end, whether it's inner conversations, whether it's writing it down 55 by 5 times, whatever it is, right? You've probably heard all of it, read all the books. Everything depends on, first of all, everything is in relation to your self-concept. Now, for example, should you be visualizing the end with your specific person? If you are currently feeling a lot of resentment, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, sometimes hatred, sometimes jealousy, sometimes pain, you feel that like maybe they've hurt you, should you be visualizing the end during those times? If you're coaching with me, my answer is going to be no. And everything I share with you guys is because I've gone through it and I've tried what you should do and what you should not do. I've tried all of the above, A, B, C, D, F, G. So whatever I tell you to do is from tried and true results, from my own personal experience, and then all these thousands of people I coach all the time throughout the years. So the reason why you should focus and prioritize more on first regulating your nervous system and kind of leveling up on your self-concept first before you try really visualizing the end is, what a lot of people come across is they may feel more resentment and more resistance when they try to live in the end coming from a place of force. And a lot of times it feels like force. When you're angry at someone, when you're suffering, when you're in pain, when you've been cheated on, when you feel abandoned, when you feel not good enough, trying to force a end result or end visualization creates more resistance. The same thing happens when you're trying to make more money, when you're focusing on the lack of your money or the lack of what's in your bank account, right? It just seems like you're running in circles. It seems like the harder you try, the less it works out for you, right? And the reason for this is because you are operating from a different parallel reality than you need to be, right? In this physical realm that we're working with, that we're co-creating with the universe or God with, there's multiple parallel realities. There's an infinite number of parallel realities that you're working with. And how do you know that there is such like different parallel realities, different lanes, is by how you feel. Now, you are always shifting from feeling to feeling, emotion to emotion, parallel reality to parallel reality. If you're in lack, this is like an example I've given for years now. If you're in lack, imagine this. Imagine you're on the highway or you're on the freeway and you're taking the wrong exit, like you're staying in the lane of lack that takes you to the wrong exit. Like, let's say your dream destination is on the right side, the right exit, but you continue to take your left lane and you continue, and then you exit to the wrong exit. That's literally what happens when you're not focusing on your self-concept and releasing resistance first. You're staying in the same lane and forcing that lane to take you to a destination you want that is actually gonna get you there from a different lane. If this makes sense, comment down below. If this makes sense, like the video, comment down below. Let me know if you've ever experienced that before. But I've experienced it so many times. I've also seen my clients try to take shortcuts from doing the proper inner work they need to do, like level up your self-concept first, or maybe even just calm your nervous system down first, calm that resentment down first, calm the pain first, calm the not feeling chosen first, and then do it, because it makes a huge difference. Like, instead of trying to get a shortcut of, no, you know what, I won't fix that, all that stuff, I'll just try to visualize the end and then like maybe I'll get there faster. But then you take a longer time because the resistance feels louder, the resentment feels louder, and then you're like fighting with yourself throughout the day. It's like a mind and heart battle, logic versus heart throughout the day. Like, I know you felt this before, I felt it before. That's why the way I'm saying it is the actual shortcut. If you try it any other way to like kind of like skip that inner important work part of calming the nervous system down, it might take you longer. And the reason I know this is because all the time, every day, clients come to me that haven't coached with me before, saying that they've been trying to do it that way for so long and they're getting nowhere. And that is the reason why. There's no secret. There's nothing I'm holding back from you, no information. That is really why something can lag. That is why it can lag for your SP to come and choose you. That is why money can lag, is because you're trying to push up against your desire when internally you do not feel good whatsoever. It's the same feeling. I don't know if we have any gamblers here, but also disclaimer, gamble responsibly. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but here we are, 2025. But if you are in lack, right? Let's say like let's give a slot machine example, right? Or like winning money. Have you ever been in a situation where you're like really trying hard to win money, but you keep losing game after game after game, you keep losing, and then you get angrier and like more like, no, like I need to get it, right? So all this resistance is coming up and it's not working, right? So you find yourself more at a loss than at a gain because you're pushing up against this lack so much you're not really taking care of the energy. You're not taking care of your energy at all, which is what brings everything to you. You're not becoming into receiver mode. You're becoming into like doer, manipulator mode, controller mode. So you're not really co-creating in those moments. You're pushing up against human powers, not higher self powers. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, comment down below. You will always be a step up, a level up. You will always be 10 steps ahead if you are working on your internal energies, emotions, frequencies, mindsets, rather than what's showing up in the external. And what a lot of people do is they ignore this internal stuff they need to do, calming the nervous system down, calming the limiting beliefs down, right? And I'll get into some ways of how you can do it. But if you really want like a full-on homework on how to do it, my courses are available. One-on-one coaching is available. Otherwise, we will have like a 5-hour video here on a Friday. And I want you to enjoy your Friday and your weekend. But calming that resistance down, how can I show, like, you've probably seen this example as well, but I want you to imagine this. Imagine when you calm your nervous system down and you stop forcing something from lack rather than clearing out the way for it to come. Imagine it this way. The more you calm down the internal noise, the path in front of you, that's kind of like the other person is waiting for that path to open, or the money is waiting for that path to open so you can actually grab it and receive it. That path, when you calm down the resistance within, doors open like this. The pathway opens. And you want it to open because that thing that you want now feels comfortable to come in. That person that you want, the money that you want, now feels like it's time to come in because this person no longer is playing with us with resistance. This person is coming from pure intention, pure desire. No exhaustion, no force, no resistance. And because we are in a realm of energy, right? Everything is energy. Everything is you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out. Because we're playing with these rules, this matters. Remember, you've probably heard of Florence Scovel Shinn, right? This is the author of The Game of Life and How to Play It. It is a game. It sounds sometimes sad, or it's not as important, right? But life is truly a game. And when you learn that there are rules to this game, it becomes easier to play, right? Have you ever tried to play a game not knowing the rules? You won't know how to win it, right? You'll always do something wrong. But the moment you know the rules, it becomes easier to win. It becomes easier for things to work in your favor. So in your world, in this physical world, in our world, the rules to this game is we are working with energy. The rules to this game is we are working with either high levels of resistance or levels of surrender. High levels of resistance push things away. Low levels of resistance bring things in. The energy feels comfortable to show up. It's like either you're blocking or you're not blocking. You're blocking or you're welcoming. There's a push and pull. You hear me say this in all my videos. There's always a push and pull in this game because we are working with energies and frequencies. Your person, the money that you want, the luxurious lifestyle you want, is also playing with your energies. It's watching. Are you pushing or are you pulling? And how are you doing it? It's watching your emotions, feelings, and resistance that you're doing. So it's always like your emotions is your measurement system. You measure by your emotions where you're at in this game. So if you're feeling sad, depressed, resistant, exhausted, forced, you're closing off what you want to come in. You're closing off your energy. If you're working on lightening up that energy more and more and more and more, and how can you do this? This is why self-concept is so important. Pouring into you on a daily basis, romanticizing your life, romanticizing your morning coffee, being more friendly with your surrounding people, engaging more with your family, engaging more with friends, having a proper self-talk, constantly you supporting yourself, constantly you being your own support and fan, and like you being there for you, pretty much. All these ways I'm saying, these are all ways of you bringing up that frequency, that energy for your surrounding reflection to reflect back to you that you are a priority, you are chosen, you are worthy, because you're showing that to yourself. And when you show these things to yourself, when you're more present, when you're showing up for you, when you're supporting you, when you're really putting your peace first, your energy levels, your nervous system levels are much calmer. And we know that for that to be that, now the game works in your favor. Now the game wants to show you that you're the winner. Now the game wants to push these energies towards you that you've been contemplating and you've been playing with in your head. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, you guys comment down below. You are in a reality. You are in a simulation where your energy levels, your resistance levels, your forceful levels, they matter. The more you push, the more it pushes away. The more you are leveled and calm and accepting your current reality, not fighting it, not forcing it, not manipulating it, not controlling it, the more you're working on calming the nervous system down so that doors open for these new energies to come in that you want to play with, the more you win. This is the game. I'm not holding back on any information. This video is literally like I'm telling you what's up, the secrets to life. And if you want to know more on like how you can do this, obviously you guys, the more I know information about your specific situation, the more I can help you. Everyone's situation is different. Everyone's circumstances and limiting beliefs are different, you know? So I can't say like this blanket thing of like, oh, just affirm 5 times a day and you'll get it. No, you're playing with things that trigger you, right? Triggers also triggers also cause your nervous system to get out of whack. Triggers, limiting beliefs, reactions, if you can control those too, the more, it's like, think of it this way, your nervous system, like, you know how like on a heart monitor, if your nervous system is out of whack, like really high and really low, really high and really low, right? Your evidence in the universe will also reflect that. But if it's more consistent, like it's calm, because you're the one keeping it in control and proper, you're watching your reactions, you're watching your triggers, you're working on them, you're watching your limiting beliefs, you're working on them. The more you keep that consistent, the more the reflection of the desires you want to come in are more consistent. So it's like always a win-win. The less you're out of whack nervous system regulation, nervous system wise and energy wise, the more proper your manifestations show up and consistently, which keep you out of whack, keep you in control, keep you calm, keep you not out of whack, if that makes sense, right? So just like you wouldn't want your heart rate or blood pressure to be super high and super low, super high and super low, because over time that causes damage. You know, exhaustion, force, control, manipulation. That's super high, super low feeling all the time. You can actually control that by your day-to-day tasks, your day-to-day priorities. So just like you wouldn't want your blood pressure to be crazy, up and down, you don't want your nervous system to be like that. And if you are someone where your nervous system is super high and super low, when you're not paying attention to the nervous system long enough, these crazy waves physically manifest into sicknesses and body pain and muscle pain. So if any one of you is experiencing that, sometimes you can get body aches and pains and sicknesses because your nervous system is not being regulated. Like you're not prioritizing your nervous system, which you can also manifest healing. I've healed so many people too, my family members, myself, my clients. But you guys, before we go, I want to share a little money success with you that my client recently experienced yesterday. And honestly, we've been working together for a while, and I've shared a lot of money successes from her. Just her. I've shared so many success stories. She recently, from her job, she got a raise. She is now in her 6-figure salary, which she's been manifesting. She's finally now in her 6-figure salary. Her company gave her equities and stocks and bonds and all these things, and she's in 6-figure salary now. She manifested that. And she's been working at the same pace. It's not like she's been working 15 times harder, 20 times harder, 100 times harder. Same person, same pace, different mindset. And how do you do this? Everything I shared in the video, you apply that. That's how you do this. You make sure your nervous system is at a calm pace. You make sure you're not reacting to everything. You're not fighting your current reality. You're not trying to make crazy changes all at once, because you know that things still happen in your favor, even though it doesn't happen a second after you react to it. You have to have trust. You have to have faith. You have to have belief. You have to do reverse engineering. Look at everything you've manifested when you did work on yourself. Look at everything you manifested when you were calm. Look at everything you manifested when you did surrender. You weren't pushing up against it. Your answers are all there. But if you need homework, you guys, my courses are there for you. I am here for you one-on-one. I love you. I hope this video helped you. If it did, comment down below. I'll see you in next Friday's video, you guys. Love you.